Hi guys, we're back. The phone actually fell off the little holder, so we're really sorry about that. I've had a little bit of a laugh.
You got to laugh.
So anyway, here we are with Susan Spelic, yes? And we're speaking about some 5 easy tips to be able to, I guess, help parents find resourceful ways of teaching children to read and to access sort of quality reading material at a fraction of the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So question number 2 that we have for Susan, and we really hope that the stand with the phone is going to say.
We think we've done it right.
We've done it right. Okay. So question number 2 is, why are audiobooks so good?
It's stayed. Okay, audiobooks are really great for everybody. They're great for families on a road trip, for example, and you're all listening to a story. It doesn't have to be a long story. It can be chapters, it can be short stories, but there is a whole range of audiobooks available online through iBooks and iTunes. Fantastic, and Google and all the rest of them, other formats.
Yeah.
So audiobooks are great for kids who who are very intelligent, who are very smart in terms of their oral language, but are struggling to read, and they don't want to read a baby book as such, as they would call it, but they can still watch and in their head visualise a story while they're listening. So an audiobook is a way of engaging children, developing their own language, and having time together. You can stop an audiobook and talk about what's happening in the story as well. So if you're on a road trip like I do, I drive down to Apollo Bay, I listen to audiobooks all the time, and it's like you're watching a movie as you're driving. Yeah.
And it would enhance that imagination and that creativity in children's minds, so they can visualise.
Yeah. Yes. So it's wonderful, in all ways. So I would recommend audiobooks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you can borrow audiobooks from libraries.
You can.
Yes. So you can reserve them as well. So a lot of ebooks have audio as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
ask your librarian about that. They'll be able to tell you. Mm.
Yeah. All right, and that's a trend now. I think that all things are sort of moving to sort of voice-activated things as well. So although the audiobooks have been around for a very long time, but more so than anything, I think it does enhances that level of imagination and creativity.
Yeah, the interactive nature is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids feel like they're the boss of their reading if they're the one doing the pressing and the interactive stuff.
Yeah. All right, wonderful. And then probably it might encourage children to read maybe longer books as well, would you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because someone else is reading it for them. And so they could also read along with it if they've got a hard copy version. That's another way of doing it. Yeah. So, and it takes, it's another voice as well. Could be another accent that they're listening to, which is always part of learning. Yeah.
Is there something that you would sort of maybe look at if a child is wanting to sort of take the next step up in their reading level to be able to help with a bit of a breakthrough in reading levels? Is it something, I'm just thinking aloud at the moment.
In terms of writing, absolutely. In terms of ideas and writing ideas and being familiar with new words that they might not know before they listen to an audiobook, there might be an idea that comes to them about writing something else. It can trigger writing as well. It's about that whole experience. Literacy is a combination of the oral language and the reading, writing, speaking, listening. So it's important that you mix it up. That's my big catch cry. Yeah, you mix it up.
Yeah, and it's one of those things which you sort of suggest is a good thing to do before children go to sleep, to listen to audiobooks as well, mainly during the day.
No, I couldn't say why not. If it's a nice quiet story, if it's not a scary story, or you've got to choose you've got to supervise it at all times as well, of course.
Yeah. All right, and let's get into question number 3. Let's hope this phone's going to stay on the stand. So question number 3: how can your child's school help? Sorry.
Okay, so the school will know what reading level they're at.
Yeah.
And they should be sending home books that are at their reading level, not too easy, not too hard, so it's not frustrating at school and at home. So children are encouraged to choose their own readers often, which is a great thing. It develops independence. But if you're finding that your child isn't is bringing home the same books or books that aren't suitable, always have that discussion with the teachers, because they're busy people and they need to know what's going on, and they will guide the child. There's also the school library. Again, there's a school library, and they'll have particular books that they can borrow, and there'll be book weeks where they can buy books and and they celebrate books, and that's often when I get called for an author visit, which is fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, schools can help because that's what they do. They're there for the kids, and the teachers will do what they can to help you. You just have to ask. Yeah.
Yeah. So just to recap some of the things we were saying in the first video. So the first question was, how can parents access quality literature for free? And Susan spoke about going to the local library and to be able to access things like the What's On events and Story in the Park and author visits in the school library. Another thing is, if you have in particular a title or a novel that your child wants to be able to read, you can actually ask your local library and put an order in.
If they haven't got it, they might already have it.
If they haven't got it, yep. And then sometimes too, I guess, depending on your what municipality and what local council you're with the local library, but they may actually have that book and another one they can actually access it and move it. But obviously, a local library is not going to cost anything, and it's a fantastic free resource to be able to give the children access to quality literature. And then you speak about the Spelfabet, Alison Clark, speech pathologist.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yep.
Look that up for ideas on how to support kids with their phonics and their reading.
And in the first video, Susan also spoke about YouTube to watch it. And there's also some audio sort of options there that also have the written bit down the bottom as well.
Yeah, so the subtitles to support the reading. Maybe there are some examples that aren't so great, so you've got to really find them first. Yeah.
And the local community libraries that people sort of have at the front of their houses.
Yes, the little libraries. Yeah.
The little libraries, and that's a free resource that people can create, and you can create at the front of your house also, just using some shelving, and as you mentioned, it's going to be weatherproof.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful way to be able to pay it forward and to be able to offer free books for other people to read as well.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think you need council approval, but hey, maybe you do. I'm not sure. So it might be worth a phone call.
Yeah. And lastly, the things that we spoke about in the first video also, just the benefits of reading are very well documented, and they do include the fact that it exercises the brain, it enhances, improves concentration, teaches children about the world around them, it improves vocabulary and language skills, it develops imagination and creativity, and we were just talking about that with the audiobooks. It develops empathy, it encourages a thirst for knowledge, and I love that.
And speech.
In babies,
as well.
Yeah. And it's a different form of entertainment that we were speaking about also. Sometimes with the screen, not always with the screen, but it is a beautiful way to be able to keep the kids busy and sort of keep their eyes, I guess, sort of rested a little bit, although they're needed obviously, but it's just a different, without the lights behind it. And the other thing we were speaking about, it creates a beautiful bond with your children as well, especially if you're reading those bedtime stories.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So all in all, I mean, we shared some really some useful and resourceful ways of parents being able to access quality literature for your children. We know it's coming up to the end of the school holidays. These tips can be used, just not now, can be used every day of the year, right throughout the school year.
Yep.
But we're really grateful for your time, Susan, today.
My pleasure.
And any other questions, whereabouts can they find you?
So if you look up thereadingmountain.org, www.thereadingmountain.org, you'll be able to contact me.
Wonderful. Thanks so much. And we're so sorry, guys, before about the phone dropping.
It happens.
This is what happens. Working with live videos. Take care and have a beautiful day. See ya. Give our love to the kids. Bye.